Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. If anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses, so for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and focusing again on more Congress updates. We're also going to be looking at a shill attack on Greg McCabe, and then having a quick reminder in terms of what Greg McCabe has been doing and is still currently doing in terms of the fight for the MMTLP community. And we're also going to be looking at earnings for Adobe, so stay tuned for that. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Yahoo Finance. In terms of the stock market, stocks are retreating as Wall Street weighs in the hot inflation impact with regard to what we saw from the Fed. So if we look at the heat map here, we can see the tech sector is significantly in red, including Microsoft, Apple. We also have Google and Meta. Semiconductors, Nvidia I think is the only one doing slightly better. Amazon is also down just in excess of 2.5% at time of editing. So and in other news, what I'd like to share with you here, shout out here to Quiver Quantitative, and breaking news from Senator Shelley Capito. She's just disclosed a purchase of Zoetis stock, ticker symbol ZTS. This is a drug company, and this senator sits on the subcommittee on health and human services. So if this stock goes up significantly, it will be an interesting coincidence. So keep an eye on ZTS. And also I'd like to give another shout out to Quiver Quantitative again, looking at the TikTok bill. So the TikTok bill took 8 days to get passed. However, we also have the ban on Congressional Stock Trading Act that was introduced by John Ossoff in 2022. So far that is currently taking 792 days and still not even got to a stage where we get a vote. So let's start with the latest updates from DC and Don Fizz, and what he's posted earlier is Texas, we've made an incredible impact today and saw multiple offices, and thank you for your letters. So I did reach out to Don and he did share with me in terms of the overall progress. He stated that so far since he's arrived it's been outstanding. Everybody has been welcoming and listening to him. He's also stated that he's getting a lot more support from offices every day so far, and he couldn't be more happier in terms of the results. So that's certainly very encouraging. And what Jen has posted, I believe she's with him in this campaign as well, is she stated getting our Friday started in DC, another day fighting alongside Don for the whole of the MMTLP community and investors. So stay positive, stay strong. So good luck and in your campaign. We do appreciate what you're doing. And shout out here to Marduk, who's posted in terms of bookings for Don. He said the first availability is at 11:20 Eastern Time on the 15th of March 2024, and also the 15th of March at 5 p.m. So double bookings available at the sessions at the bottom as well. What Brandon has posted is, on one hand, why ever quit a cushy director gig, especially when the company, well, doesn't do anything. On the other hand, if you are getting paid cash and the stock doesn't trade, all the options are worth nothing. So basically he's having a dig at Greg McCabe, who is obviously the CEO and representative of Nextbridge Hydrocarbons and also the largest shareholder. So he shared an image here of some of the key shareholders, including Greg McCabe, and basically he does certainly seem to have a problem with Greg doing this work in Congress, doing this work for the MMTLP community. He believes it's pointless, but as far as the investors of MMTLP are concerned, we certainly have our faith and trust in Greg McCabe. We believe he's got our interest at the forefront, and we also believe he has the interest of Nextbridge Hydrocarbons as a top priority. He's certainly, obviously we know that he's corresponded with FINRA, but not obviously we know to no avail. So in response to Brendan, we can see here the response from Josephine, should I say Brandon, is that Brandon, don't worry, it's none of your business, but he states, well, it is my business, but like it is. So he believes it's his business NextBridge Hydrocarbons is his business, but basically we're looking at him to do a follow-up on his comics, maybe in 6 months. Finally, let's have a look at the earnings for ticker symbol ADBE, also known as Adobe, and shout out here to investing.com, who posted Adobe shares plunge 11% in pre-market, trading on soft revenue forecasts. So the other headline that they stated here is that Adobe reports weaker guidance on key revenue metric for the second quarter, and the shares go down. So let's have a look at the chart. So we can see here in the chart there was a significant drop, and we can see here that it did go down to the 200-day moving average. So obviously potentially a good buying opportunity, but we could also see it go down. We will have go down further, so we will have to see. But in terms of the earnings, we can see here in terms of the revenue, that was a beat. The digital media NNARR, that was also a beat by 5.4%. Earnings per share, that was also a beat, $4.38 versus the estimate, and beat by 10 cents. However, what we can see is Q2 revenue guide missed estimates by 0.6%. So overall earnings were good, but there was a little bit of concern that we just shared, and that has led to the significant decline in the share price. However, I think over the previous 6 months, I think Adobe has had a tremendous run in terms of the overall business. I think the fundamentals are certainly solid. We can see here in terms of the margins and the net income, again, great figures here: 39.6%, 38.8%, 37.5%, and 38.8%. So revenue certainly doing very well, and I think long term Adobe is still one of those stocks that you could obviously invest in to get a great return. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.